John Paul II is one of our secondary schools, and we have a project called EM4, a professional learning opportunity for teachers in Stage 4 or Years 7 and 8. And the English and mathematics faculties have been involved in that professional learning, and we've had a wonderful opportunity to work with Dr. Lynn Sharrett.
One of the real learnings we've had is that it's about the teaching, it's about the learning and it's about the students, but it means that as a school leader we're taken away from the administrivia of the day. In this project you're actually focused on the teaching, you're focused on the literacy, you're focused on being a leader of education, and therefore you're actually having the educational discussions which should be improving the teaching and learning that's going on at the school.
The impact is that it's creating good first wave teaching in English so that the students' literacy skills improve. So when you look at their comprehension, their writing, that will improve for each person, and you would use some rich learning tasks to create that skill development.
The key learning particularly for Term 1 and into Term 2 has been around the high yield strategy of accountable talk. So really focusing with the students about their discussions, how to structure those discussions just like we would any written work, to make sure that we can get the most out of those discussions so that when they do go into writing, that they have lots of ideas. That they can build on each other's knowledge and understanding, that they're not alone, that they can use the knowledge of others to improve their own ideas. And that students tend to, in group work now, in co-teaching and during that literacy time, really engage with the work, because they know at the end of that, they're going to have to be able to explain what they've learnt, if they've achieved their goal, how successful they've been at achieving that goal as a group, but also as an individual.
And what we have happening is teachers are able to collaborate and to have specific conversations about what they need to do, but as leaders in the school we also need to say what can we do to assist the teachers to move the students forward. And one of the things that we are doing is giving them that opportunity to meet together in front of the data walls, to have those conversations as professionals together, to say we need to work on this part of our teaching and learning and our literacy. So it's actually enabling them to work with the students, and you see a much more engaged practice in the classrooms.
Students are taking ownership of their own learning. They're more accountable to themselves, to the other students in the class, to the teacher as well. Students are taking on board the interactions they're having with other students, the opportunities that the teachers are giving them with descriptive feedback to improve their learning, to improve their skills, and to be able to use that and apply that in a different context.
We're very early on in the program. One of the things about the data that it's showing is that the students are engaged, that they are improving in their writing, and in particular in their reading and their comprehension. But we've also got a consistency of approach in our reading and our comprehension through our SQ3R and our 3-level guide. And when that's being used consistently, the data is showing in the data walls with our literacy continuum that the students are actually moving northward. But we're not looking just at the top students and moving them up in bands. We're looking at each and every individual student and moving each and every individual student up, and having high expectations for those students where they can actually thrive and do their best.